Hello students, in this video lecture you are going to learn some practical examples based on set theory. You have already know what is Venn diagram. Let us suppose this is our universal set and this is our set A, this is our set B. This is our A set, this is B set. Now this portion will come in the intersection, that means this portion will be in A intersection B. If I need to denote this portion only, then how can I represent this portion? This portion is total A minus this intersection. That means I can write this portion as A minus B, that is equal to A minus A intersection B. A is this complete circle minus this portion, which is equal to A minus B. A minus B means those elements which belongs to A set but does not belong to B set. Similarly, this portion is B minus A, which is equal to B minus B intersection A or A intersection B, because A intersection B or B intersection A both are same. The elements which come under A intersection B, that means the common elements in set A and set B, which will remain same in B intersection A as well. Now let us do some results which we'll use in this exercise. The first result is A union B. What is my A union B? A union B means all the elements which belongs to A set as well as B set, and the common elements will write only once. That means I can say that A union B is the set in which all the elements from A and B will appear. So if I write A union B, that means it is a set, and if I put small n before the set name, before the name of the set, that is n of A union B, this means number of elements in A union B. Means n means number of elements, how many elements will come under the given set. Clear? If I write the formula for A union B, then it will be equal to number of elements in set A plus number of elements in set B minus number of elements which come in the intersection portion. This is my first result, star, because this is very important result. The result says that the number of elements which will come in the union is equal to number of elements in first set plus number of elements in the other set, second set, minus number of elements which are common to both the sets. If number of elements in intersection is 0, that means A union B, A intersection B is 5. When the intersection is 5 means there is no element in the intersection, then number of elements in intersection is 0. Then the formula for A union B will reduce to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B, because this portion is 0. Clear? This is my second result for A and B disjoint sets. You better know that in disjoint sets the number of elements in the intersection is null, is empty. Clear? Now move on to third result. If there are 3 sets, the situation will be like this. This is my A set, this is my B set, let us suppose this is my C set. For 3 sets, what will be the union of these 3 sets? It is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B plus number of elements in C minus number of elements in first 2 sets, intersection of first 2 sets, minus number of elements in the intersection of second and third set, minus number of elements in first and third set, plus number of elements in the intersection of all the 3 sets. This is my result. First, just add the number of elements in the 3 sets, then minus number of elements when the intersection will be taken 2 at a time, and plus number of elements when the intersection is taken all together. This is my third result. And the fourth result is this result, that is number of elements in A minus B. What will be number of elements in A minus B? It will be equal to number of elements in A minus number of elements in their intersection. I have already explained this result to you in the starting. Or if I need to find number of elements in B minus A, then here it will be n of B, that means number of elements in B minus their intersection. I can write A intersection B or B intersection A because both are equal. These are the four results which we will use to solve the questions from the exercise. Let us start solving questions. Starting with question number 2. First question is very easy. You can easily solve by yourself. The second question says, if X and Y are two sets such that X union Y has 18 elements, X has 8 elements, and Y has 15 elements, how many elements does their intersection has? This is my question. The question says that the number of elements in the union is 18. That means n of X union Y is 18. X has 8 elements, means n of X equal to 8. Y has 15 elements, n of Y equal to 15. How many elements does their intersection has? How many elements does their intersection has? This is question mark. Now which formula will be used here? Formula number 1. The formula number 1 is number of elements in A union B equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. If I need to find the intersection, in the question the sets are denoted by X and Y, so we need to change the formula accordingly. So at A we will use X, or at B we will use Y. X, Y, X, Y. Now we need to find this value. If I move this value in the left hand side, here it is negative, here it will become positive because I move the term to the other side. N of X plus n of Y. Now this union is positive in the left hand side. When it moves to right hand side, the term will become negative. Clear? Now put the value of nx 8 and y 15 minus their union 18. 23 minus 18, which is 5. Number of elements in the intersection is 5. This is my answer. See how easy the questions are. You can easily solve the other questions. Let us move to the question number 5. If X and Y are two sets such that X has 40 elements, X union Y has 60 elements, and X intersection Y has 10 elements, how many elements does Y have? How many elements does Y has? The formula will remain same, this formula. Here we need to find this value. So move the value to the left hand side, it will become negative, and this term here it is also become negative, and after putting the values you can easily find the answer. I leave this question for you. I know that you can easily solve this question. Now starting question number 6. In a group of 70 people, total number of people are 70. 37 like coffee, 37 like coffee, 52 like tea, 52 like tea, and each person likes at least one of the two drinks. Each person likes at least one of the two drinks. This means that among the 70 people, there is no person who neither take tea nor coffee. Means all the people from this 70 number, either the person like coffee or he like tea, maybe he like both. Then the question says, how many people people like both coffee and tea? This is my question. Total number of people who take at least one of the two drinks are 70. That means this is my union. Let us denote tea by capital T and coffee by C. Let us denote tea by capital T and coffee by C. Now this means at least one of the two drinks mean they will come in the union portion. Means this is my union. T union C is 70. 37 like coffee means N of C is 37. 52 like tea, N of T is 52. How many people like both? Both means common portion. How many people take coffee as well as take tea? Means they like both. Means they will occur in the intersection portion, because they like tea. If this denotes tea, this denotes coffee, then I need to find both people. That means the persons who are taking tea as well as coffee, who are liking tea as well as coffee. So this is my question mark. Or you can remember, for the word both, the most of the time it will be intersection. Okay, now again this formula will work. C union T equal to N of C plus N of T minus C intersection T. What is CUT? C union T or T union C, it is 70. N of C 37, N of T 52 minus this we need to find. Now move this term to the right hand side. 37 plus 52 minus 70. Now it is 9. 89 minus 70, that is 19. This is my answer. There are 90 people among the 70 who are taking, who are liking coffee as well as tea. Now starting question number 7. In question number 7, in a group of 65 people, total number of people are 65. 40 like cricket, 40 like cricket, 10 like both, cricket and tennis. How many like tennis only? We need to find the persons who like tennis only. Tennis only means they do not like cricket, right? How many like tennis only and not cricket? How many like tennis or how many like tennis? These are the two questions, A part and B part. In this part, how many like tennis? All the persons who like tennis or maybe they like cricket will occur. Clear? So I need to find, let us denote cricket by C and tennis by T. From the first letter we can easily find 65 people means number of persons cricket union tennis. Cricket union tennis are 65. 40 like cricket means N of C is 40. Both means intersection, as I have told you earlier. So C intersection T is 10. Clear? In the first part, the question says how many people like tennis only but not cricket. This means tennis minus cricket. Tennis yes, cricket no. So it is this, A minus B. The formula number is fourth number formula will be used here. Means N of T minus C equal to N of T minus N of T intersection C. This is my first question, and clearly N of T is not given from the question, but you can easily find N of T using first formula, because you are given union, you are given the first value, you are given the intersection, and you need to find the second term. You can easily find number of persons who like tennis, right? After solving, then you can easily put the value of N of T here, and the number of intersection is 10, and you can find N of T minus C. Clear? And in the second question, N of T is need to be found. Clear? So now what is my C union T? It is N of C plus N of T minus N of C intersection T. This is 65, this is 40, this I need to find, and intersection is 10. Move this term to the left hand side, it will become negative, minus 10, and it will become also negative. 30 minus 65, that is minus 535, minus n of t is minus 35, so n of t is 35. Clear? This is my second part. This means that there are 35 people who like tennis. But n of t minus c means tennis only. Tennis only means they do not like cricket. They are total 25. There are 25 persons who like tennis only. Clearly you can also check total number of persons who like tennis are 35. Who like tennis but not cricket is 25. So difference is 10. Then the difference will move to the intersection portion. Now question number 8. In a committee, 50 people speak French, 50 speak French, 20 speak Spanish, 10 speak both. How many speak at least one of the two languages? How many speak one of the two languages? So let us denote French by F and Spanish by S. So we are given n of f is 50, n of s is 20, n of f intersection s is 10, and we need to find union. Clear? Formula number 1 will be used here, which is very easy. You can easily solve this question by yourself as well. 50 plus 20 minus 10, which is 70 minus 10 equal to 60. Answer. This is my answer. With this, your chapter number 1 completes. Solve all the questions from the exercise and examples, and ask as many doubts as you find while solving the problems. But keep solving so that you can practice more and more, and you will become more confident. Thank you.